But guys, what I was saying, and
Yeah.
we're really happy to be here on this night. Whenever of course this Hurricane Harvey is going on, it's horrible. We're in Texas. We live just outside of Dallas, and whenever I heard about it, the first thing I thought was, we're not that far away. I mean, we could be there in 7 hours or something. Maybe there's something we could do. But
5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 hours. Is that it? Yeah, we're so close to it. And then I was thinking, I don't know how much help I would actually be. I had the arthritis in the back, and hurts me to walk, and be like, I'll walk 10 steps, like, okay, guys, I got to take a break. I'm sorry. And then I thought I would just get in the way. And my dad has a boat, and Jackie thought about calling my dad and say, hey, you want to hitch up the boat and head down to Houston? And then still the little walk 10 feet and have for me have to pause for a bit. So, but I thought, I paint, and maybe in my own little way I could help, with that, with that, all of our help. I don't know. I know for me with painting and art, it's, it wasn't just me, it was everybody around me, and us working together is what made the difference. And I thought, well, man, it would be so cool to do a painting and work on it, and all of us together, maybe we could actually make a difference, make more of an impact than just any one of us alone. So I'm going to paint tonight, and we're going to auction off this painting. We're going to start it tonight, but we know it's a holiday weekend, so we're going to keep the auction open all weekend, and we're going to close it on midnight on Monday. So it'll be open all weekend, and we'll make posts on social media and stuff. And if I don't finish it tonight, I'll keep painting, and then and be able to show the progress of the painting. But
yes, and I should say that we've already, and you haven't even put a brush to the canvas, we already have a bid on the painting. So right now it's at $250.
Goodness.
And thank you, Mike, who is a friend of the family, a close friend of my mom's. And,
yeah, Mike's awesome.
We appreciate that. So, but that's the beginning, and so it would be great to, get a bidding war, and then we'd be able to send all that money, and we'll post videos of sending it and everything, and so.
Yeah, and and one thing too, I've never done a painting like this, an auction like this. We donate a lot of art to different auctions and causes and charities, and a big thing for me, it's always good to help, but it's also a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to go and work with people that are just awesome, and you run into people like that there. But I've done art auctions where you have an auctioneer, it's like that, like the typical sort of way, but I've never done it online, and so this is brand new to me. And the idea that we might be able to do something like this and be able to help somebody from the comfort of our homes, to me, is just amazing.
Yeah, I should say, we've never done, obviously, the online auction before. I will say the geek part of me has contributed to it. I've done, I'll sign on to, the live toy auctions for, some comic book stores, and I'll bid on dorky stuff that way.
No.
No. But I do want to say that we have a little bit of a bidding war going on the YouTube channel. Sabrina put in $500.
Oh my goodness!
And
wow.
And then Samantha put in $550, and then Sabrina countered with $600.
Wow, so, Sabrina and Samantha, and I haven't even started yet, guys.
I know. And you're done.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call this painting snow blindness. It's a polar bear and his angst of being completely covered by snow. Well, it was a short night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That was awesome. I'm looking for my paints.
So,
and I want to thank. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to thank my mom is here as well. So Debbie's in the house.
Which really, this show is not about the painting. It's about the new asymmetrical haircut.
Okay.
Yes, it is. That's true. I'm expecting Mom to tip over at any moment. One side just weighs too much more than the other.
Which is adorable.
It's a haircut in progress, okay?
it's a multi-phase haircut.
You really have to use your imagination. I have to grow hair before it can be asymmetrical, okay?
Well, guys, I have to say, I just spent a week with my mom, living in the same hotel room in a foreign country.
And I pulled out half my hair.
Yeah, and that's why she needs a haircut now. She's like, oh my word. I can't believe I gave birth to that boy.
No, go ahead, John. Go ahead and give me accolades. Go ahead.
No, I had the best time.
Well, you got compliments. Samantha says your hair's looking great.
Oh, thanks,
Oh, how
Samantha.
nice.
Oh,
She was talking to Mom. Oh, I thought she was talking to me.
wait and see it when it grows. We'll see.
Oh, wait, okay. So while you're grabbing your paints, I should say that we've got some new equipment in, so we were trying to manage all of that before going live. And we have this new feature where we can put the Facebook and the YouTube chats on the screen. So I'm going to try this.
I haven't connected it yet, so unless it has an auto connect.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
we might have to roll that feature out next time. You could try it. It may just be a blank box.
Okay. Yeah, it's not working.
It's okay.
Well, that's okay. All right. But yes, you can go onto the the actual YouTube page where you guys are there, but you can go onto the YouTube and go onto Facebook and comment there. I'm watching it, so I'll make sure and keep checking it and let you guys know, who,
Pardon me.
if anybody's outbidding anybody. So
and we apologize about that. We got this new equipment in that'll let you do that, but it was supposed to be in a lot sooner, yesterday or so, and then
Cheers.
but because of the hurricane, everything has been held up, like deliveries and things. So we just got it in 2 hours before the broadcast, and we got it pretty much hooked up. But that was the last thing, and so next time we'll have that. It would have been handy to have this time, with the bidding and all that kind of fun stuff. But I do want to remind the bidding, all that'll be open until midnight on Monday.
So we've got quite a few people that have joined us, which is awesome. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to the canvas, because you did put down the drawing, because some people are asking what's the painting of, and
that's a good question, guys.
You did put down the drawing already with the raised paint, so you could paint a little bit faster. But,
I put down this raised line drawing so I'd paint a little faster, but also a lot of times I notice when people are looking at paintings of mine, they like it when it has the really big drawing. The thick drawing that you can feel very easily. For me, I don't need to draw that thin, for me to be able to fill it. A really thin line will work great. But I have to have some sort of line or some difference in the paint for me to be able to fill. On this one, though, I wanted to do a really thick line. That way it would just sort of stand out. Even with I'm going to put thinner layers of paint on most of the canvas, so these thick lines will really pop out of it a little bit, so you'll still be able to feel them. But in order for me to do that, I had to, because it's so boring to watch me paint white on white, I went ahead and put down this drawing so I have the thick lines. Plus it'll let me paint a little bit quicker, so it'd be more fun. And so sorry, sweetheart. I think I talked over you, but yeah, that's what we're doing there. Oh, I got this brush from Brazil.
Cool. So I should say on the chat, I want to thank a couple people. We've got people from the past. We appreciate you guys tuning in, even though it's been months since we've done this. We've got Sue and
Sue, hey,
Valerie, Natalie has joined us.
Man, that's awesome.
So it's super exciting to see you on there, Natalie, and she was Eagles trainer. So
that Natalie.
Yes.
Oh, hey, girl. I thought I was thinking I was saying of a different Natalie, but man, well.
Yeah, and so Natalie, and she's in Austin, so she's been experiencing a little bit of the ridiculousness down there too. So,
yeah.
Oh, and I should say, your cousin Carla Underwood.
Oh, in Houston.
Yeah, and she posted earlier that she was safe and all of that, but she's down there as well, and she said your hair is pretty.
Thank you, Carla.
Well,
very much.
hello, Carla. Man,
Glad to know
we've been
you're
thinking about
okay.
you so much, and all you guys. It's just that's ridiculous.
So, an old unc's with us, the comedic act of the evening.
Oh, hey, Joe. Man.
So if you don't tune in on the YouTube comments, you're missing out, because that's where his routine is. We've got a ton of really great people that are tuning in, so we appreciate that.
And we might be able to get the comments going. I don't know if you want to work on that. You might not, but it's. I mean, I can work on it some other time, but just so people can see those comments.
I don't want to break something and then.
Well, It's something on it like if you I don't know. It's like you have to post the feed, like the URL or something.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
So Owen joined us. He said, "How is Echo? And are you keeping her as a pet?" Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. She now babysits her.
Yeah, which is so weird, Owen. Hey, Owen, it's good to hear you, buddy. I know you said earlier on Facebook that you were gonna tune in, so that's cool. But yeah, she's retired, and I was worried. Well, we were all worried, weren't we, that she was gonna hate it, but no, she's eating it up. She
naps a lot. She's now allowed on the couch, which is sort of my thing, but I mean, you gotta have perks. I mean, she's retired, so she's now allowed on the couch, and she is like half the couch because she's a big dog. But I think she's enjoying retirement. She didn't even have too many problems watching Eagle leave with us whenever that's happened, which was my biggest concern. So she seems to be good.
I was just thinking, I never said what I'm going to be painting. Although you can probably see the drawing.
Well, okay, I'm going to go back to it and just show it, and you can talk about it.
Okay, sorry. I got excited about some stuff.
Oh, wow, I like it already.
Well, thank you. Well, it's going to be a person holding an umbrella, and it's going to be a rain scene, but it's going to be a lot of bright colors and so a joyful sort of thing. And that's so I want it to be a nice, warm, inviting sort of rain scene, because the rain, all these problems in Houston, the people there are so strong.
You're going to show them what rain should look like?
Yeah. Just try to, just make a happier sort of rain scene. And so that's what I'm working on. It's going to be a lot of bright colors. And to be completely honest, I drew it out, and I have no idea what colors I'm going to use. I thought, when I get on the live stream tonight, that I would just figure it out then, with the chat and the energy that you get, the feedback, because I wanted to do a painting that's like from this moment that we're having tonight. So I have no idea what colors. Apparently now I'm using yellow. So this is definitely not like one of those painting instructions. Like, okay, we're gonna get our cadmium yellows out, and you're gonna, So I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling the vibe and all. And
so if someone angry calls in, you may.
Yeah. That's true. I may set a corner of it on fire, get a little burning action.
So it looks like on the chat we have a new high bidder.
Oh.
Well,
William Mack.
Well, William,
for
thank you.
777, which makes me think that number is significant somehow to him.
Well, that is awesome. Well,
we appreciate it. That's awesome.
That is awesome. The number of God.
Really?
I think
I'm starting to say it's good. It's not 666.
Yeah.
We wonder who was calling.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, and everybody.
That is nice.
And thank you. And I know that not everybody can bid, but thank you so much for your presence here.
Yeah, and if you, tuning in, hanging out with us, sharing it on your Facebook in case you got rich friends.
Yeah, and also, guys, what I was going to say too is that, not everybody can bid, but just being here and having the views on the video that's for this says a lot. Lets people know that people care, that people are interested. That's important. Just you taking time out of your night to even tune in. I appreciate that so much. That's so cool.
John, you nailed this drink, by the way.
Tell the crowd about your wonderful new drinks that
signature
are making
drink from Brazil.
I will. And let me tell you about the drink in just a moment. But I wanted to say because Natalie's here, and I don't know how long that she'll be here. But she's Eagles trainer, my seeing eye dog, who is brilliant, by the way. She's awesome. All the guide dogs from the Guide Dogs of Texas are geniuses, and they're sweet and they're awesome. But in Brazil, I went sighted guide. My mom went to Brazil with me. We were there for a week. Went to Sao Paulo, Rio, and which was awesome. I didn't bring my seeing eye dog. I didn't bring Eagle because it was the flights that we had to take and the way that we had to do it. Like we were traveling for 20 hours in the airports and different things. And part of it might have been the hurricanes that are having to route us around. But it was just too long for Eagle to
Yeah, wasn't it like between all the connecting flights, it was like 15 or 18 hours?
Well, yeah, to get there and then coming back, it was even longer.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like a 9-hour flight, but because of all this stuff, you know, it was going to be longer. We knew it, which was good because it would have just made Eagle uncomfortable, or, you know, might have made her sick. It might have given her a urinary problem or something. So it wasn't worth the risk. And but I don't travel without a dog. Like the last time that I traveled without a dog, like in the last 12 years or so, 11 years or whatever it's been, was when I went to Japan, and that was for like 3 days or 4 days. And I mean, and that amount of time, that's how long I haven't had a dog by my side. And so it was weird. It was really strange. But my mom was my sighted guide, and that was awesome. But it just felt really alien, really foreign not to travel with a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so weird. I mean, like you're in a place and, you know, they speak Portuguese. But the great thing about a guide dog is that, like, if you want to find the bathroom, it doesn't matter if you speak the language or not. You know, the guide dog will. Like, you know, she knows the difference between a men's bathroom and a ladies' bathroom. So, you know, it doesn't matter where you are, she could find it. You know, I was missing that. I mean, you know, I'm not putting Mom down at all. But
So I found the bathroom, John. What did you say?
yeah. I wish you would have told me where it was. No, I found all the bathrooms, John. I don't know your problem.
I didn't mean to send you in the women's bathroom, so
well, you know.
My bad.
No, but it's just, you know, it's funny, and I mean, it's very different. You know, it's a very different experience, but it was interesting for me because I was using a cane, and I was using my mom, and I'm not knocking cane travel. I'm not knocking sighted guide travel.
Our mom travel.
I think it's, our mom travel. It's really, all of that is so important to have because different people have different needs, and it works for different people, but going for years, you know, using a guide dog, it's just, you know, it's funny because, like, you can increase your speed, you can, you know, like if you want to go over and to see something or you want to explore, which you can with a person, but with a dog, it's just so much easier because you can say, oh, you know, I'm going to walk around the hotel for a bit. Although the way my arthritis, the back thing, I wouldn't be doing that anyway, but so it's just incredible.
Well, you know,
the mobility.
John, what you did quite a bit, and you commented on it, and I really didn't know what you were doing.
That sounds like, what is he doing now?
There he goes again.
Well, and I was glad you explained it. But every time he would get up, he would reach down.
Oh yeah, like a crazy
Oh
person.
yeah, looking for the dog. Yeah.
And I didn't know. I really didn't.
Oh,
know.
you noticed that? Oh.
Yeah, no, yeah. But you even finally you mentioned it at some point. I wasn't gonna say anything.
All right, yeah, because
That's funny.
you know, because the guide dog, like they'll lay down in by your seat, and Echo, my first guide dog, was brilliant at that. Like she never left. I mean, like she was always there. Even it was like there's an invisible rope. And Eagle is just the same way. I mean, she's exactly like Echo in that way. And so you just get used to them being right there. And Eagle will get even closer. Like she'll get right under your chair. So every time I get up from a chair, I'm patting around the floor. I'm feeling around. And nothing. Like for an invisible dog. And I knew that people had to be looking at me thinking, like, what is that guy doing? What sort of OCD kind of problem does he have? But, you know, every once in a while I would reach down and I'd pet air. You know, I'd just pet nothing. Like reach down. You know, 'cause you want to reach down and say, hey, how you doing, girl? So I'd reach down and I'd remember.
That's funny.
And you try to make a cool movement out of it. Like, you know, like, oh, yeah, I meant to
I
do
didn't
that.
want to make too much of it because who knows. But,
You're like, something's wrong with it.
but
I didn't realize, though, that you had really noticed that.
So I want to interject really fast. We have a bidding war going on the YouTube channel. I am watching the Facebook for anybody because somebody asked, can you bid there? Yes, I'm watching both of them. And right now we had a little bit of a bidding war between Mike and Samantha, and right now it's at $875, and Samantha is the winning bid for anybody out there watching.
Well, Mike, Samantha, all you guys, thank y'all so much. And, you know, I don't know what to say. I know, like, every penny is going to be so appreciated, you know, and it's just, you know, it's incredible that you guys would tune in and want to give like that. That's just incredible.
Yeah, that's crazy awesome.
But before we leave the guide dog situation, but another thing that John did that was every time I would do something correctly, he would praise me.
I didn't
Did he
say
reach
good.
in his pocket for a treat?
Just about.
Well, it's good to keep your guide happy.
Well, listen, finally I told him, I said, John, you know, John's that way anyway to a point. But I told him, he is, you know how he is. But anyway, I told him, I said, John, you don't have to thank me every time, or you don't have to pray. You know, I was like, and he said he's just used to, you know, with the dog, evidently, you give them a positive reinforcement every time they do anything, you know.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So that was funny. But
Yeah, and
I thought I must be really bad if he's having a really
yeah.
good job, Mom. Good. Yeah, you'd say good job. So I don't know.
Way to go, girl. Good girl. Let's go. Let's step it up a bit. All right.
More or less.
That's funny.
You want to go to the park? Yeah, you want a little time off?
Well, Mike asked online where Jack and Echo are, and Echo is probably under a table napping because that's her spot, depending on how cold or warm she is, and Jack is in his room playing. I mean, he's in the house. Whether or not he's lighting matches, I have no idea. No, he has he has a friend over and they're probably playing video games in his room. So
they are probably like.
So they're probably burning the place down.
Yeah, that's nice. But that's cool. Are they gonna have a sleepover? Do you know?
No, we're not doing that. No. I mean, well, no.
Oh, and I'm sorry, and I was supposed to talk about the drink. Oh, well, let me talk about the painting really quick,
okay,
and I'll get to the drink.
All right.
So I'm adding some darker colors along the top. What I'm going to try to do with this painting is give it more of a layered effect. So instead of just adding one layer of paint, where it's dark or light, or it's one stroke and you're done, I want to not do that, and I want to give it. I want to do some more translucent sort of painting layer so that the light will go through that, and then I'll add some opaque layers on top of that, and then translucent, so that it lets the light that comes in the painting will dance around a little bit more. And it's one of the things that a lot of people that will look at my paintings, they'll see a picture of it, and then when you see it in real life, it's very different because the colors want to pop a whole lot more. Because with a photo, you're only getting one angle, one instant of the way it looks. But if you can work in layers like that, where you have the transparent, semi-transparent layers and opaque layers all working together, it lets the light come in and bounce off in different directions. And also, as the light changes during the day, the painting will change a little bit. I mean, it's not going to go like from red to green or something like that, but it will change. It'll have subtle changes. And then right now, I'm putting in thin layers of paint, and over this, I'm going to put some thicker. And with a paint knife too around, there's going to be some trees and things going on up here. Down here is going to be a street. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an idea of what I'm doing really quickly. One thing that I'm going to be doing, like we started this Patreon site, and the whole reason was because I'm trying to clean my brush on my brush holder carrier thing. That's not going to work out really well. I'm going to end up with a very thick, sticky brush holder. We got back from that trip.
Wait, that cup that holds all your brushes is not the clean water brush?
What now?
Oh, never mind.
No, the one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
Okay.
I mean, I put clean water in it. It's kind of dirty now.
John,
are you thirsty?
Okay.
Let's go.
No.
You want to try it out?
Before you continue, say hi to Ashley. Hi,
oh, hey, Ashley.
Ashley joined.
Yeah, and Laura joined.
Well, hey, Laura.
And that's
Laura Bullock.
No, Laura Firestone, the woman that did the documentary on John.
Oh,
so.
Laura. Oh man. Well, hello, and please say hi to Texas Jeff for us, Laura.
Texas Jeff.
His name's not Jeff.
People are gonna be like, what?
He was like, Ryan. I'm so sorry, Ryan. No.
So I mean, yeah, there's quite a few people. We got Ken and
Ken, hey.
Yeah,
hey.
Ken joined and it's awesome.
Yeah, man.
What's going on with that sky, John?
Oh, what's going to be trees.
Oh.
So I'm doing an underpainting to make it a little darker, and then I'm going to go back in with a paint knife, like a 1-inch paint knife, and then a trowel sort of shaped paint knife, and I'm going to make really thick impasto paint up there. But I'm covering it up so that all of the I just put paint on myself. I'm going to paint myself for a while too. Impasto means really thick paint. Like if you think about the sort of paint that Van Gogh would use, then
I'm saying that pasta.
Pasta, yeah. I'm gonna stick some macaroni on it. I call it done. No, but I'm gonna make so I'm just using all this as an underpainting. So, and that's one of the things too with art. I think sometimes people say, "Oh, I can't paint because it just doesn't look right." Well, the big secret that the master painters did, and maybe they didn't tell anybody, was that they would paint layer after layer, and every layer was wrong until the final one. And when they finally got it right, they stopped. And they thought, okay, I'm going to stop there.
But they painted entire paintings under paintings.
Oh, yes,
right?
ma'am.
I mean,
They sure did.
Was that because canvas was so scarce? Or?
No, well, they would do a build-up so that they would do a drawing usually. And this is, I mean, every master worked differently, and even like one master would work differently maybe on every painting. But in general, though, people like Caravaggio, and they would do like a sketch, get an idea of just the forms, or like Monet. So like when Claude Monet would start a painting, he would do like a pencil sketch or charcoal or something. Very loose. Like it would look like maybe a 4-year-old did it, and very loose of the trees and all this. Then start building it up. And one way that you can do that is start building the paints up so that with light colors, like you can use burnt siennas and start putting in tones, or you can do grayscale, so that you're not thinking about all of the colors, you're only thinking about light and dark. So you're not having to think, like if you're doing a person's face, about every little shade of brown or pink or whatever color that's in the face. You're only having to think how light and how dark is it. Then once you get that down, you can go back over with these thin washes and start adding the color to it.
But I mean, they actually did complete different paintings under paintings.
Oh yeah, sometimes they have a painting wouldn't sell, or if a painting, they would. I do that too. I have some paintings that have.
Really?
Yeah, you.
And I've also done that on purpose, though, where I'll have a painting and another painting. Sometimes I don't tell people. They've bought a painting. I don't.
Oh, like the UV lighting.
Yeah, like I'll do a UV painting on top of it, so maybe like a daytime scene or a nighttime scene.
You mean they might think they're buying one painting and then they'll.
Well, no.
Well, if they happen to shine a UV light on it, it could be a different painting.
Yeah. The other might be like a nighttime, like boats in the distance, or.
They usually know.
Oh, okay.
They do.
Some people even request it, which is cool.
Yeah, I would.
There has been a few times though where I forgot to tell the person. Yeah. And I just completely forgot, and then so there's paintings out there where, I mean, it's cool. It doesn't it doesn't hurt the painting. Like you wouldn't even know it unless the '70s came back and you started hanging black lights and UV lights around your house. But the drink.
We have a new high bidder. Mike chimed back in with $1,000.
Oh my goodness, Mike.
So. Man. That is awesome, and he said that he wants to donate it to the Houston Museum of Art.
Oh man, really? That's incredible.
That'd be nice.
Oh, somebody just chimed in with $1,050. So that's the latest.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, great!
You guys are so amazing. I mean,
somebody just chimed in with $1,100.
Well, I hope this painting turns out, guys.
Yeah, can you imagine?
No, it will.
It's going to a good cause.
It is. It is.
Oh my gosh.
And that's, it just blows my mind, though, that the money's being raised, like this, with us in the studio, you guys at your home or your work. I just think that's amazing. Oh, and I promised to talk about this drink. It's a caipirinha. Yes. When Mom and I were in Brazil, because I was working with Delta and Air France and KLM and the Rock in Rio people, I was so fortunate to be asked to paint a plane for Delta and Gulf Airlines.
You want me to show the picture of the plane?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure this out.
People.
Okay, miscellaneous. I'm using a new switcher, so it's all... Here we go. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Do my orange.
There we go.
Wow. You did good, Jay.
I know. Woo! It's the small victories.
Technology.
Yeah. So this is the plane.
Yeah, we were there, guys. I got to tell you, it was really incredible, and it was so wonderful to be able to share that with my mom. The experience. It made it so much more enjoyable. For me, because if you're just there by yourself, that's great. It's fun, but to be able to be there with someone like that is...
Well, you can imagine how proud I was.
Oh, you're sweet.
But what was so neat is that the plane was out on the tarmac, as opposed to, it's where you actually walked out and went up the stairs to board. And all the people were on the plane. This was a working plane going from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro. And we were able to take pictures. We had a brilliant guide, Claudia.
Oh yeah,
Carpenter.
yeah. We had a wonderful translator, a wonderful driver.
And she was taking pictures of John, and I was on the tarmac in front of the plane.
Yeah.
And it was just really,
But-
to be able to share that with him, and I really,
Oh.
it was really wonderful.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you,
and
Mom.
what was crazy about this trip, you guys should talk about the ridiculous experience that you got with like the first class and all that. Like I stayed home because our kid got braces and started school, and I wanted to make sure he's not lighting the house on fire. So I stayed home, and they got treated like royalty. It was I saw pictures and heard this. It was crazy. It's like the one trip I don't go on.
I travel a lot because of the painting and all. But and it's always great. I work with a lot of different nonprofits and charities. So, and the big thing about that is that you want as much money to go to the charity as you can. So you conserve money everywhere that you can. But and with that said, let me say there is a benefit for doing work for an airline because that was an experience I've never had. That was really cool, and it was nice. I'm ready to go back to economy class.
But
So
to
I think I can.
I don't want to go back. I don't
Go
even.
back, John. Are you nuts?
Oh yeah. That's,
Well, okay. Let me.
It just. To be honest, it was nice.
Go
But
back.
the idea of the amount of money that
yourself.
somebody would spend is just.
Go back
It
by
floors me.
yourself.
Well, yeah, okay. Just because this is an experience in a lifetime, right? So, it'll probably be the first and last. Hopefully not.
I doubt it.
We'll see. So, but it was.
Not if I'm with
It wasn't like just first class where it's like cushion seats and they're slightly wider. It was the type of first class where you have a bed in a little cubicle, and like I was seeing these pictures are out of control. I was just like, what is going? You guys are having a blast.
It took everything that I could just to make everybody think I wasn't a hillbilly. to be completely honest, I was like, okay, John, you got to rein it in. Come on,
We're
man.
cheering each other with glasses of champagne, and
Yeah.
but
Just taking photos of everything. I was like,
to be honest, the people in Brazil are so warm
oh yeah.
and so genuine and so wonderful. But really, so even if you win economy, they treat you like first class, no matter.
Yeah, and
They're just really a genuine.
it was really cool. It was
And of course, a lot of these didn't hurt.
yeah.
Right.
But it was a really great experience, and one of the things that we did there, and I'm going to make a video of it, is that we got to go to the place where it's blind services for the entire country of Brazil, and also they export all to other parts in South America, but it's just huge. It goes out to tens of millions of people, and it's the only services for people with visual impairment there. I mean, that's it. Like, we were at the one place that they have it, and they gave us a complete tour. When I felt like Mr. Rogers, because we would go through and we would look at everything, and we're like, oh, and here's some letters from Helen Keller, and then we'd go into the presses where they're making books in Braille, and ka-chung, ka-chung, I felt so much like, I don't know if anybody remembers watching Mr. Rogers when they were a kid, or where he'd go into a factory and they're making sounds, and he was like, oh no, that sounds like a train. Oh my goodness!
I was trying to make that connection.
No, yeah, it was just he would go, he would do all these little tours of we're gonna make some ketchup here.
To see, they had the Braille books all boxed up, ready to be shipped, and then you go and see where they make the tin plates, and God, and they have a playground outfitted for blind children. It was just.
That's cool.
It was. It
was really great, and but the amount, I mean, like what, I don't know. It's hard to put. It was really great, that facility, but then when you think that it has to put out all this stuff for such a huge population, that it just made me wonder if there was something that we could do to help. And I'm not sure we have their information. They have my information, but I'm hoping that we can go back and maybe do something.
Well, you'd like to do an auction of a painting with them, didn't you say?
Yeah, and I'm not even sure how that would work out, but it'd be really cool to do something like that. But the people are so warm, and it's interesting in Brazil, they're bordered for like 9 or 10 different countries around Brazil, and they're all Spanish speaking.
Yeah,
But-
Owen just asked on the chat if they had blind school for blind in Chile. So is that school servicing all the area? I mean, is that like the single school that's servicing all the area?
No, they're mostly for Brazil, but I think they also send books out all around. So so that school is for Brazil, but Brazil's the biggest country in South America. They're huge, so they're also helping. One thing that they don't have there are guide dogs, and it's just so expensive to train a guide dog. And at the guide dogs schools, like the guide dogs of Texas, there's no federal support. There's no government support. The federal government doesn't pay for guide dogs or anything like that. It's just private people that say, I think this is a great cause. It makes a really big difference. So every time you see a guide dog, it's because there's amazing people out there that make it happen. And but right now in Brazil, they just don't have the funds and stuff to make for that. And I was so wishing that I had Eagle with me so I could show everybody what a guide dog was.
Yeah.
But then, see how amazing this dog is? Sorry, guys. I know, so maybe it wouldn't have been, but I mean.
Yeah, I was wishing too, because they would have been amazed, They were, but the lady that founded this school, what an amazing story she had.
Mm-hmm.
She went, I think wasn't she born, I think just a few years after Mother. I think it was around
Gosh, I'll have to look. I know I have notes, and
1920 or so. Anyway, she went blind when she was 17, and she went to Columbia, the University of Columbia in New York.
Mm-hmm.
17, she went blind, and she took all of her knowledge and she took it back to Brazil and founded this school. And the amazing thing is that it's still the only school, but my God, all the stuff. And then she made friends with Helen Keller, and they worked together, and really, her history alone would be worth reading about.
Oh my goodness, you're so right. I'm actually going to put together a video.
Oh, good.
Of all of that, and
good.
And we'll post it on our Patreon site first, and then it'll go to the socials. But and then oh my goodness, it was such a that was so interesting to see.
When you're hearing it, you don't think you'll forget it, and then it's just so amazing.
I do want to. No, it's cool. I want to update the latest. Is we got a bid just a bit ago. I hadn't said anything. We got a bid for $12.50 for Mike.
Oh my
on
goodness,
the Facebook.
Mike.
So and somebody said it later on YouTube. So I just wanted to make that clear that right now Mike's the highest bidder at $12.50, and
thank you, Mom.
There you go. And then we've got a few more people that have joined. Jeff joined and said, "What's up?"
Hey, Jeff.
He said, "Give Eagle a kiss on the mouth for him."
Oh.
I probably will, but it won't be my idea. Like she is a licker. Oh my goodness, she's a licker.
You wouldn't have to try.
Yeah, you don't have to try. Yeah, bless her heart. She loves to give kisses. Although when she's working, she doesn't kiss at all. She's all about the job. But oh my goodness, she is an affectionate pooch when she's off the job.
Say the least.
And but oh my goodness.
Well, hey, okay, so it's like 7:47, and it's been so long since we've been live that we were just like chatty.
Oh.
Yeah,
and I know we have we have a few things to make sure and get to. I want to briefly talk about Patreon while we're here. And Linda joined us, who was our first Patreon Drastic Art member, which we appreciated. Thank you.
That Linda, man.
Yeah, so
the little dance we did when you joined.
You're like, it works.
If you had seen it, you would have unjoined probably really quick. Like, no.
Yeah, so for anybody out there, especially creators, I know some people that we chat with on YouTube that are watching right now are probably already have the site, but Patreon is basically a subscriber site for creators where you can create stuff and offer special things to people that subscribe monthly to your stuff. Or you can do it like, one-offs, like creating something and they pay per thing. We just set up a site. We linked it to the main website, bramblett.com, and the link is exclusive content, and if you click on it and you want to subscribe, there's different levels. We do everything from $1 a month to $100 a month, which if you want to go to the site and check out like what all you get per subscriber level, then you can do that. But it goes all the way from like behind the scenes footage of the studio, which we just are gonna constantly post like wacky stuff we're doing and everything that is only to subscribers.
Yeah.
And then like the $100 level is basically you get everything from all the levels, which is quite a bit, and then the $100 every month goes towards an original painting. So it's almost like
it's free.
It's
really,
free.
Except
yeah.
But guys, and what I wanted to say, and thank you for bringing up that sweetheart. But I wanted to say the reason we started the Patreon was because we do art workshops all around, like at museums and nonprofits and charities. So we're doing all these workshops, and they're great, but it's so hard to get to people, and people are always asking me like, well, and I do Skype workshops too, like for schools and did different things, like I've done it from Africa, did it for different places, but it's always hard though to be able to travel and do a workshop. And people ask, oh, do you give lessons? Can you do this? And I'm like, man, I would love to. I think that would be brilliant. So, and the Patreon people actually contacted us when they first started the website, like 3 or 4 years ago. And we thought, but everything was so busy. We're like, we don't really know who you guys are. Like, that sounds weird, and I don't know. But it turns out, we're just not sure, and we were so busy we didn't check into it. But the nice thing about it is that it makes it where if somebody wants to take, if they want to do like I'm going to do sip and paint things, where it's it's like instruction based, so it's step-by-step instruction. That I do anyway, with people. But we can just do it, from the comfort of your home. So we can just chat and work on painting together. And
in some of the levels, like I think the $50 level, you have like once a month, every month, you will just like chat with a person for an hour, either about like painting or industry, advice or anything like that. So
that's the other thing.
There's all sorts of different like possibilities.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that that one-on-one instruction, because. And we tried to price it. We tried to price everything as low as we could, so that, like the 1 hour instruction is like half the price, I think, of what it would be if somebody actually had somebody come in, like that. In that way, sometimes people just want to paint. Sometimes somebody knows somebody who's visually impaired, and they just need some hands-on help. We work with a lot of different galleries and museums too, and sometimes there's artists saying, "Well, man, what can we do? How can I make my art a little bit, get it out there?" And, and if there was a way that we could help, we'd love to do it. But anyway, it's just a lot of fun, really. I started painting to connect with people, and look from a light purple.
So we've had a couple people on YouTube were talking about it. I know Valerie, and she's thinking about doing it. And what we did, because when we were deciding like rewards, we just sifted through a lot of like the other creators and what they kind of do, and then tried to map out like what we like to create, like these videos and stuff, and then just put that kind of like time wise what we could accomplish reasonably, and what people might want to watch. And some people on that are just so some people are just purely want to support the artist, and like regardless of content they'll just do $1 a month. And somebody on Facebook asked, is it a 12-month thing? And really it's just how the creators set it up. It's some people do it per like creation, like per drawing that you check out, you may pay $1 for, or you may pay a lot for, depending on what it is.
Yeah, I think it's just set up for, and then you can cancel it whenever you want.
Yeah, you can cancel it whenever you want. So
so you can do it for a month, or you do it for
you're not
13 months or 4 months. But what I wanted to say though is that the way that we set it up though, it was just the stuff that we really, we wanted to do. But also because it's we call it the Jurassic Art members, so our damn members. And it's not about, like, the whole big thing about it, and this is what I get excited about, because the reason I started showing my art was to be around other people that are interested in art. And so it's not just like what we want to paint and what we want to talk about, but it's everybody. Like if you're a damn member, if you're a Jurassic Art member, if there's something you want to learn about, or something or an artist that you want to talk to, we'll find out about it. And we go, so for me, I love that. I love to talk to artists and them say, hey, have you heard about Encaustic? Or hey, what about this artist here or there? And then we'll contact the people. We'll try to find. It's just it's a way for me to learn about art. too, and I love that. So let me talk really quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's chime in on your painting really fast. And you can talk about it.
So it's gonna look a little crazy.
Oh.
So there's gonna be a lot of crazy colors going around. Up here I have cerulean blue, I have some deep cadmium reds, light greens, dark greens. Basically, a whole cornucopia of colors going around here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm still working on the underpainting of this painting. I want it to be a very deep sort of painting with that. Down here, it's lightening out a little bit, and it's going to have more of an atmospheric effect, which I'm actually going to add to a little bit later. Once these layers dry, I'm going to add some other layers, and then I'm going to lighten it up, and then I'm going to darken it around the edges in different places to be able to give it more of an atmospheric sort of quality. I drew in with the thick lines some trees, and I'm going to add some thinner trees down in there too later on. Down here, I have some horizontal lines along the bottom of the canvas that's semi-thick. It's not going to be as thick as the lines up here in the leaves where the trees are going to be. It's a little bit thinner. I have a little bit of thickness, and I like that because I want this paint to come up through the layers that I'm going to put on this. It's going to be thinner. So on the bottom, I'm starting with a little bit thicker paint that's going to go thinner and thinner. On the top, I'm starting with thin paint that's going to go thicker and thicker. I know that sounds weird, but it's going to have a nice little effect to it, though, where it's going to give this bottom more of a flat and washed-in look when I'm done, and it's probably going to be like 6-7 layers of paint, if not 15-20 layers of paint on the bottom. It just whenever it finally evens out and it feels right, then it's done. So you don't know how long it's going to be till it's done. Up here, I have the thin. It's going to go thicker because that's sort of the way trees are. If you think about it, like where the light comes in through the trees, and it's sort of thick. It's almost like cotton. It comes in and out, or like a cloud. So I have the thin there for the back of it, and then I'm going to build it up. Hey, we were talking about Patreon in Brazil, and I was just thinking we have that video.
Oh yeah.
One of the things that we're doing on the Patreon, and the reason we're doing the Patreon is because we can do more of the stuff that we really like. So. When I was in Sao Paulo, I ran into this artist that was really cool. Actually, hold it.
Oh, I have a one.
Nope. Beavers. Dibs. I was just gifted this tonight. Is this on camera?
Yeah, hold it up like to your camera closer. Yeah, there. Oh, here, let me. Okay. There you go.
Oh, do you want me to do the canvas?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Do your thing.
Okay.
I should have brought mine.
So that's your.
So mom gave me a figurine of Fonzie. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's not. It's Edward Scissorhands. I just want people to go like, no, that's not. So I met the artist. Mom and I both did. And Mom, oh my goodness, she made him the happiest camper in the world. Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
I want to show mine.
Isn't he cool? And this is all clay. All clay.
Yeah, I'm going to show mine. So this is mine.
Philippe was so cool.
It's Madonna, obviously. Isn't it awesome? Okay, do you want me to show the thing?
Yeah. Let's roll. So this is one of the things that we're going around. Like this weekend, we're going to go to a CD release party, and I want to. It's for local bands around here, and so we want to go there. I want to interview some of them, and here pretty quickly we're going to be going to New York. I'm doing a mural on a building there, and I'm going to be working with a pretty well-known street artist, and so. It's one of two, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to work with. There's one that's from Colombia and another that's from somewhere else. I'm not sure which one's going to work best with the art, but we're going to interview that, so we're going to be doing lots of interviews. But yeah, so this is Philippe. That guy is awesome.
Let me really fast before I start the video. I want to say the bid for the painting has reached $1,800. There was a little bit of a bidding war a minute ago, so it's now at $1,800 for anybody that's watching.
Who made that
Mike did, and it's over on YouTube. But I'm trying to put it on both whenever they're coming.
Well, Mike's going back and forth.
Yeah, it's getting pretty interesting over here. All right, so I'm going to roll this.
The chats. Thank you, Mike, man.
Is this the video that you made, John?
Oh, sorry. There we go.
When we were on the street?
Is it supposed to have... It doesn't have any sound.
Oh, the mic's so coming. The speakers are turned off. If you turn the speaker on, you'll hear the sound, but it's just up to you.
Hearing it?
Oh gosh, the sound is off. Will you run and go get him?
way that has a style that's all his own. And as you view more of his art, that style becomes more apparent, really. And it's all clay. He does so many different types of characters. It's really, really cool. So let me roll the footage and introduce you to Felipe. Nicest guy, I swear. And as they say in Brazil, muito obrigado for watching. Felipe, I'm so excited about your art. This is so incredible. It's brilliant.
Oh, thank you. It's my work. I love my work.
Well, it shows. So what material do you use whenever you sculpt? Like, what do you make them out of?
Those is a clay.
Huh?
It's a clay, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are made out of clay.
Plasticine sort of clay where it's
Yes.
well, it is incredible, and you have so many different. Your talent is off the hook. It's ridiculous. Like you do so many different types of
Ele
characters.
está dizendo que você é um cara muito talentoso e que faz muitos tipos de personagens diferentes, que é muito talento isso.
Ok, thank you. Really, eu trabalho com personagens variados. Animação, música, filmes, séries. E gosto de pegar sempre o lado mais cômico, mais caricato de cada personagem, de cada pessoa, sempre buscando levar sorrisos e alegria às pessoas. Eu amo a arte e quero que as pessoas também amem a arte, que seja algo para todos, para o mundo.
I'm with you in there too. That's brilliant. Would you ever consider coming to America and showing there?
Yes.
I think your art would explode. It's so amazing.
My dream.
Oh really? Oh my goodness. Well, I would love to have you there, and that would be brilliant. Thank you so much for your time. You were so nice. You're such a kind man. Thank you.
I'm an artist. You are artist. We love art.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Yep.
Awesome. So,
and we have a new person with us. Hey, Jack. Briefly, I would like to say that Jack just got braces, and he loves every bit of it.
I hate it.
Anyway, okay.
well,
All right, so that video, I know at the very beginning of the video there was no sound. Sorry about that. Just a lot of buttons got to click. I don't know.
Well, we
But
got this new machine.
yeah, we got a new switcher, so it's a little crazy.
Yeah. It's hard.
So anyway, tell us more about that guy, John.
you know, I was on the street at a market, and so they close out this market, this whole street down every Sunday in Sao Paulo, and then all these artists and stuff come out to it, and we were walking around there, and I was with my translator Claudia, and my mom. She was there too. Like, I think Mom was looking at jewelry then, but it was so interesting though. His artwork was just so cool, but he was so inviting though, where you would walk up and he just would let me touch and feel all of the sculptures, and he just had this really warm personality about him, and one of the things about Brazil is that their unemployment is about 4 times greater than we have it here in the States. So I mean, it's for somebody to pursue like a career in arts, it's hard anywhere, but there I gotta think it's even a little bit extra, just because it's just harder for everybody, really. But for him to be so passionate and so happy about his art, I thought it was pretty cool. And the way that he would look at all these characters from all over the world, like he and then he would draw them in. There's something about them that that would inspire him for it, and he would just start. I don't know. He would make them his own, really. He would like really cool. What did you think, Mom?
Oh, I thought he was awesome, obviously.
You almost cleaned him out over there.
I wanted to, and he has a website where you can order.
Yes, which is in the YouTube Well, it's on the Patreon stuff, but when this goes live onto YouTube and just sits there, we'll put his Facebook link.
Yeah, like right now, I think that video is on the Patreon site, and but it'll go to YouTube like next week, I think. Is that right?
But you can tell that these artists are pretty living hand to mouth, I guess you'd say. I mean, they're really. When you say, John, I mean, like you said, it's a real.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's definitely not.
And for him to make such whimsical, happy or was really. I mean, I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, that was really cool. I mean, he said making art made him happy, and it was nice. Like I don't speak Portuguese, but it's close enough to Spanish. I don't speak Spanish either, but being in Texas and I guess having Spanish in school, I mean, I know enough in taking Latin that I would hear enough words. So when he was talking to him, I don't know. I got the gist of what he was saying. Of course, the translator was there to fill in everything, but I don't know. Is it? It's one of those things too. I mean, it's one of the things about art is that it's about making that connection, and that's one of the things that I know for me it really draws me to art is because art goes beyond the normal physical. It goes beyond language, it goes beyond ethnicity, it goes beyond borders, it goes beyond eyesight. It goes beyond any sense that we have. It's all about our heart, it's about our mind, our ideas, and being able to share that with other people, and making that connection. And I think it's cool to be able to walk down a street, especially, as a visually impaired guy walking down a street in a place where I don't speak the language. I don't really know where I am, to be completely honest. But to be able to feel somebody's artwork, and then to know them, in a way, like the way that he was able to carve the figures, the way that he was able to put it together. You knew the way his hands were working, what areas he had to work fast, what areas he had to work slow. So, I mean, you kind of got an idea of what his nature is like a little bit. And I don't know, I think that's just one of the really great things about art.
We got a question on the chat what the bidding's at, and it is currently at $1,800, thanks to Mike. And I should also say Daniel Page has joined us. He says he's also a blind artist.
Hey, Daniel!
And 51 years now, but 51 years old, I assume, but been blind for 2 years. So,
Daniel, that's
way
awesome.
to go for continuing your art, which is awesome.
Hey, Daniel, if you have like a man, and I would love to check out your work. If there's a way that you'd be able to send me a link or your email or something.
Yeah. We could share it on the video.
Yeah. Webpage, email.
Speaking
Facebook.
of, you should talk about like working with two blind brothers here, and I'm gonna put it on the painting for a bit because people are just staring at us. But talk about two blind brothers.
Yeah, we I was contacted by two blind brothers. There's these two guys, and
They're both blind.
Yeah, they're brothers, and they've lost their eyesight, and but they were featured on the Ellen DeGeneres show, which was really cool, and they started this T-shirt company, and all of the profits go to charity, like everything, all of it does, and they make all these T-shirts, and a lot of them have Braille on them. They're really nice T-shirts. But they contacted me, and I was talking to them, and they said, "Hey, it'd be really cool if you could paint on one of our shirts, and then we'll auction it off for the foundation to fight blindness." And I was like, "Heck yeah, that'd be cool." So they sent me a number of their shirts, and I picked one, and then I did a painting on it, and I think there was a little confusion too, because like it's not a T-shirt you can buy; it's like a one-off painting.
Yeah, they were going to auction it to raise money, right?
Yeah. So instead of doing the painting on canvas, I did it on one of their shirts, and that shirt's going to be framed. And
so I'm going to show the picture of the shirt.
Okay. Oh, and it's actually behind me over here. I haven't sent it to them yet.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, sorry. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's nuts. Okay. Anyway, that is the T-shirt
Pretty.
that you did in that, and so I imagine what they're gonna do is auction it off.
Yeah, it's going to go to an event, and I'm not sure of the details yet. I'm going to contact them tomorrow. It was a miscommunication between Jackie and I. I thought that she'd emailed them before I left for Brazil, and she thought I had, and so we're going to email them tomorrow and get them the shirt. Or did we do it today? Just some miscommunication. It just shows
well, we did. No, yeah, we emailed them today.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
So
I swear to my goodness, my brain, ever since I've been back, and maybe it's because of these. I keep talking about. I'm going to mention the drink.
And the drink, actually, and I'm low, man. That's the one.
Caipirinha.
That's the only problem with this drink is that it doesn't pour as easy as my wine, so I gotta mull something.
You might be low, but I'm empty.
Well,
I've still got a full one. You luscious?
Really, isn't it?
No, it's a caipirinha. It's like a national. Well, I don't know if it's the national drink of Brazil, but it's it's so good. It's got a lot of different flavors to it. It's a lot of lime.
A lot of lime. Look at all this lime. This one, it's such a pretty drink.
yeah. And it tastes good.
Yeah, that's
I
one
actually
thing.
think it might be better than a margarita.
I do. I like it better.
Yeah.
Dude, really?
Oh, somebody's asking us what's specifically in the drink.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to say the alcohol in the drink is called cachaça and or cachaça. Sorry, cachaça. I got it backwards.
So confusing.
So it's cachaça, and which is like a rum. The Brazilians though they made a big thing. It's not rum. It's made from white sugarcane or from sugarcane, but it's made with a little bit of a different process. It gives more flavor to it. So it has and it's not like a heavy alcohol flavor at all. It's got all these different sort of it's hard to even explain, but it's these different subtle kind of flavors in it. And then you mix it with lime. So for this, it was one full lime that's been all chopped up, and then you can mull it with sugar. So you put it in the glass and you mull it, and I put a little simple syrup in it too, so that it would make it a little sweeter, a little quicker, and then ice, and that's it. So it's just lime.
It's yummy.
Lime, sugar.
It's a little earthy, but it's yummy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's got more of an earthy might have a negative connotation. I'm not sure, but it definitely has
it's
more.
It's still like super sweet, so it doesn't.
Well,
it's not super sweet. It's not like girly drink sweet, but it's. I mean, it's like a margarita that's a little bit less
more manly.
Sweet and sourish.
But
yeah. So like if a margarita makes your stomach go oh my goodness, that's too much.
Did you say it's 2 shots? Did you tell them 2 shots?
Oh no, I didn't say. Well, and it's whatever you want, but the traditional way you do it is 2 shots, but it's a sipping drink. It better be, huh?
I like
it with that much.
I think it's better with the simple syrup because you can get more liquid in the drink.
Yeah.
And it makes it go further because 2 shots,
When you're throwing that back, you can have a little bit longer.
The more you drink, the easier it gets to make.
One of the nice things too, like whenever I travel anywhere, I always try to have whatever drinks, whatever the drinks are, and whatever food that they eat, like whatever it is, and try from the area. And Brazil is such an interesting place to do that because the food is very different. I mean, here in Texas, I'm very used to Mexican food and Tex-Mex and all the different variants, and like New Mexico with their variants of Mexican food and all. But Brazilian food is not Mexican food. It's it's a difference. It's a combination between like food from Portugal with a lot of the native sort of food. And
beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, very colorful, very beautiful. I made some feijoada last night.
You did.
Well, and you know what? It's either pronounced feijoada or feijoada. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so I don't know.
It's called good.
Yeah, it's called good.
We ate it last night. It was really good. It was really good.
And it's
very meaty. I mean, it's high protein. It's only like black beans in it.
And one of the things I wanted to make it because I want to do some paintings that are when I hear music and I see color, I when I hear music, I see color, but when I taste flavors, I see color too. Usually less colors with the flavor, but music's crazy amount of color. But I wanted to do a painting based on the food and the flavors and all that there. So, which is why I made a cachaça and then the feijoada and all that, because it was things that you can bring back home. It's like.
Well, I don't think that's why you made the cachaça.
So really quick, I'm going to chime in a couple things from over on the chats.
Good.
Rebecca chimed in and earlier and asked about the $100 per month going towards the painting if it had to be a full 12 months. And I mean, it doesn't have to, it would still go. It would still go towards the painting. I mean. Yeah. No, I mean, you could email us or if more specific about it. But if you're a $100 subscriber, then it goes to, you get all the benefits of everything under, and you and that money just goes towards a painting or you coming out to like speak if it's another group or something. Yeah.
So which is a nice thing, because I mean a lot of times, a lot of places they don't have the money to necessarily bring me out, so what I've always done is I piggyback things. So like if I'm going somewhere because a museum wants to train their docents or they want to do some workshops, well, and I'm going to be in a city for 4 days, well then I'll contact as many of the nonprofits and charities as I can, or we'll try to get the word out to see if they would like me to come over and do a workshop or something, and we'll just go do a workshop, because I'm there anyway. I don't have anything else to do, so might as well go out and hang out with some cool people. And so this is sort of a thing like that. So that if I don't know, it was just an idea. That's for a painting, but I thought if sometimes organizations have supporters, and it's a lot to bring somebody out. But if an organization was maybe paying a little bit at a time, or I don't know.
Yeah. Also,
I'm just trying to think of as many ways. It's to.
Also, over on the YouTube chat, Rob chimed in and said he didn't want to take away from the philanthropy of Mike, who bid $1,800. But would you be willing to do another painting if he matched the $1,800?
Wow.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, only because that's right there. So much money is going to the cause. So. Yeah, John, I'm signing you up.
All right. Well, it feels good to be signed up, and man, that is so incredible. I mean, that is just
the ultimate honey-do list.
You guys are
do another painting.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, everybody watching and chiming in and bidding or just hanging out that's awesome. And you guys are awesome.
I have to be honest. I mean, I don't know, like this thing with the Houston and the tragedy that's there. I can't think about it too much. I mean, I don't know. Like I have a problem like where if I think about it, it just makes me sad and it makes me worry about people. Like I don't know. I was today for some reason I let my guard down and I started thinking like, oh my goodness, I hope. I had this thought that there's some little old lady there in Houston that couldn't get out of her house or something. I thought, oh my goodness, and I don't know. But
yeah, it's pretty. It's jaw dropping.
It is, and
crazy.
I don't know why I was saying but like that, but I mean, but you guys doing this, I gotta fly them. It's incredible.
So it's 8:17. Do you want me to do a art news, or do you want to play the game?
Oh my goodness, yeah, let's do one of those. I'm almost curious about
You're curious about the art news because I just sent you pictures and didn't tell you what they're about.
Yeah, I'd love to do this. Oh yeah, and the
I'm
game, guys.
Too, because
so guys, listen. If you've stuck with us this far, stick with us for the game because we're gonna give away some art in it. So, but yeah, man. Educate me, please.
Ooh, educate you say. All right. Let me go over to the art news. Bear with me because I'm using the switcher again. This is scary. Okay. All right, so with all the flood stuff that was happening, I was curious how the museums in the surrounding area of Houston were handling all their art, basically. So I did some research and came up with, at the, just so you guys know, at the Contemporary Arts Museum in Houston, the Christina Brugart, the deputy director, said that they have a wonderful crew who prepared the museum and continued to monitor it during the storm. So the building was braced for flooding and water barriers and sandbags. In addition, their registrar's team de-installed their downstairs exhibition and moved it to the upstairs space. So the art in that place is fine.
Well, you know what that tells me? The
What?
next time there's a hurricane, I'm heading to a museum. Because those places,
Well,
those
there's
people
a
know how to get
reason
ready
why.
for
There's
it.
a reason why that this happened is because the museum experienced damage in the natural disaster in the past in 1976, where a storm left 9 feet of flooding in the museum's lower level.
Oh, wow.
So after that happened in 1977, relief fund, fundraiser came into play, and they added a concrete water barrier to one of the loading ramps, which I guess lets a lot of the water in that area. So, there's that. So the art there is safe. There's also the Galveston Arts Center, which they actually, I have a picture here. They in preparing for the flood, they moved all of their art into upper level storage. So, and they, again, like Houston, they learned the hard way. Basically the Galveston Arts Center is 131 years old, and it's been braced for floods in the past, including the Galveston hurricane in 1900, the deadliest natural disaster in U.S. history, 2008's Hurricane Ike, which brought around 13 feet of rain to the surrounding streets, left the Galveston Arts Center bottom floor and the Helen Altman exhibition displayed in it completely ruined. So from that experience, they have learned to bag their stuff up and put it on upper levels. So there you go. But it sounds like I did some research, and it sounds like a lot of the art did okay because these people have experienced this before. It's not the first time. So in other news, I don't know how hip you guys are, the crowd out there, but Burning Man is happening right now, which I always am fascinated by. I mean, I don't know, it just sounds crazy, and I would love to go, but I'm also scared. So
I want to go sometime.
I know they've got some cool stuff out there this year. It started this last Sunday and it runs till the 4th. It basically features everything from like a giant jellyfish to a pulsating heart to a custom built 747 airplane, which I'll show you guys some pictures. This is the pulsating heart. It is by a Russian artist named Vasilia Klukin, which I'm probably massacring. Basically, it's lit, and the viewer looking at it wears a special bracelet that reads their pulse. So this giant feature pulses with their heartbeat.
That'd be
Wow.
eerie.
It's cool. But and apparently if there's they have 2 bracelets, and they'll put it on 2 people, and then the heart will pulse faster.
Wow.
So there's also the 747 that they built out there is really cool. I have some images of them pulling it out into the place. It was brought over from the Mojave Air and Spaceport. And
What's the deal?
it basically inside features they built it while out there, and it just features different cool stuff. Here's the inside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's cool. Now, I should say that Burning Man is known for its, you're not allowed to have like electronics out there and take pictures and a lot of stuff, so they have to, it's actually a little hard to find some images of this stuff. But, and this is just a mock-up. It's also
Pretty.
fitted with lights that run down the side of it and everything. But
Wow.
yeah, so it's
That
pretty.
sounds
That
cool.
work reminded me of Rio.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, Anyway, so anybody that's familiar with it, they know that this event ends every year with a symbolic burning of a wooden man sculpture. So,
Wow.
and I should say that it's not just like hippies that go hang out at this place. Like over $1 million in grants go out to different artists so that they can build these giant structures and just
Who builds the
establish
Burning
it.
Man statue?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think I think the artists they put in ideas, and then somebody is selected for it. I believe.
Oh, really?
And there's a Burning Man. There's also there's the main Burning Man, but there's also regional Burning Man. Like the one here in Texas
yeah.
is called Flipside.
Yeah, that's in Austin, right?
Yeah. I think outside, which I'm really interested in going in because it's not in the desert. So I kind of like that idea.
Although last year or 2 years ago, it got flooded out and people were like stranded out there because Austin got an insane amount of rain.
Well, I think their tents got like blown away,
Yeah, it was
flooded
something
away.
else.
But man, I'd rather have water than desert.
Well, yeah.
That's just me.
I don't know. You wouldn't say that if you were in Houston.
So,
yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, the flooding at Flipside wasn't that bad. It just.
People had to be evacuated.
Yeah, you had to leave, but I mean, it wasn't a danger. I don't think it was just that water was. You couldn't camp on because it was all
Water
soggy.
was over your head.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
That's nothing.
somebody that was at Flipside. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're interrupting the news.
Yes, you are. Okay. In the last story, I just thought this was cool. It's just kind of off the cuff weird, but there's a photographer named Jackie Kenny, and she has visited Tanzania. She's wandered through the sandy streets of Senegal and went for a quick jaunt in Belgium, all without leaving her house.
Wow.
And how she does this is she has agoraphobia, and she's basically a Google Street View photographer. So this is some of her work.
Wow.
I know. I thought this was so cool. It was so different. And so she just literally wanders Google Street View
cool?
and takes screenshots of all sorts of different places. And I mean, the cool thing about Google View or the Street View is it's everywhere now. So,
Isn't that cool?
yeah.
And they're cool shots. I mean, like
Yeah, they're. I mean, they look like legit.
Where is that at? Looks like
traveling
in
photographer
India
shots.
or-
Really, that's pretty. That's
I don't know. I forgot to write that
cool.
down. Anyway, so now she's being asked to exhibit her work in all sorts of different countries, and she says it gives me a reason to do it. She says, I'm going into situations where people know I have agoraphobia. I always fear that I'm going to have a panic attack in front of strangers. If they already know that I have this, I'm not so concerned. She says it's liberating.
Oh man, that is awesome.
Isn't that
Yeah.
neat? She probably gets around. I know she gets
Yeah.
around more than I do.
So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. It made me, and it's funny because I know I go on Google Street View all the time, especially when I'm traveling because I want to already know the streets. But I never thought about it being in an art piece. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's art news.
How cool is that? Art news.
Art news.
That's a very Wayne's World thing, isn't
Art
it?
news.
The 80s. You gotta love it.
You need a teletype. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so tell us the latest on the painting
All right.
Ooh.
while I look at the chat.
It's thicker.
It's thicker.
The painting, I feel like I'm giving a weather report. Well, on the northern hemisphere, there's a lot of thickness, and then so I've started working with a paint knife. Let me give you what do I do with that thing? Here, it's in the water. Here. So.
Okay, really fast. Sorry, I just said before this leaves me because the people are chatting and that's great. So Mike asked, and Rob, if you're still tuning in, Mike asked to clarify, is Rob matching whatever he bid? So this could get crazy.
You sound funny.
But anyway, John, you did say you would do another painting if Rob at least donated the $1,800 matching price. So
yeah.
Anyway, there's that, guys. That's where it's at. But
yeah, man, and Rob and Mike, man, you guys are brilliant. Well, everybody has been. You guys are brilliant, and I want to say again, thank you for anybody that's watching, because your views, if you like, if you share, all of that means something. I mean, people see that, and it means a lot. I think it
definitely.
lets people know where your attention are, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what's important. On the painting here, I'm going through it. So this is going to be a painting because I want it to be a rain painting, and and I know that I mentioned that the different layers going from opaque to translucent, and differences between those. Like going through in different stepped. So that when the light goes through, it'll dance and it'll play around. So that's what I'm continuing to do here, and so that it'll just give sort of not a shimmering effect, but do you need a plug, baby?
Yeah, but I got
There's
it.
one right over here.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Keep talking about your painting.
No, okay. Nah, I was gonna say you can unplug my phone charger.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's my southern breeding or whatever. I don't know. I'm like, okay, can I get you something? I gotta stop. But here's the paint knife, by the way. Let me show you this. I'm not sure which camera's on. So I don't know, but sorry. You want? I'll show it to both cameras. Hey, which camera's on, sweetheart?
You and the painting.
Oh, okay, here. Let me show it. There, you guys. So this is the paint knife that I'm using right now. It's got a 1-inch flat edge, and so I'm going through and I'm mixing the colors. So this is the point where it starts getting a little thicker. So I had the lower paint on, the very thin stuff. I had that going for a bit, and then going into more of a medium texture. And then after that, I'm going to have a thicker texture. So for this medium texture, can you show the canvas?
Yes. Okay.
So for the medium texture, I'm starting to blend the colors together. And the way that I do that, my paints are mixed a little bit different, so the colors feel different when I'm over here, so that I can pick them up on the paint knife, put a little on one side, one little on the other. You can also layer it so that like that the paint that you're starting with is going to be on the top, so that you can start mixing that way. After this, I'm going to make it a lot thicker up here and going down, and I'm going to have tree limbs coming around a little bit. Down here, I'm starting to lighten it up just a bit, give it more of an atmospheric effect. And on the ground, I have dark, and now you can see where I put some light, and I'm going to have more dark and more light. And it's just I'm going to have the light going all the way over here where it's really dark, and then I'm going to darken it up again. And it may sound counterintuitive to make it dark and light, but depending on the lighting, it'll have a different effect when it comes out. So that's what I'm doing on the painting, guys.
Cool.
Hey, I want to give something to somebody.
Oh, you want to do the game, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant maybe me.
Maybe. Well, hey, you know what? If you do well in the game, we can put your name in that. So, guys, the way the game works, yeah, you can play. Yeah. No one's seen the questions except for me. I come up with the questions.
Yep.
Jackie's going to read them. Yeah. But the way that the game works is that we're gonna ask 4 questions, and 3 of them I believe are true and false. I know I wrote them, but I can't remember. But I think 3 of them are true and false. So you just in the comments write T or F. One of them is multiple choice. Just put A, B, C, or D. And how does it work from there, Jackie?
Well, okay. We just play the game in like us for the first few questions, and then the final question is the one that everybody bids on. I mean, that everybody.
That's right. I forgot that part.
So how many questions are there?
There's 4. So
okay. So the first 3, you're quizzing me and your mom.
Okay. Cool.
And then on the 4th one, we're not going to say anything. I mean, we can chime in because we don't know the answers. And then everybody that gets the right answer, I'll write your name down on this, put it in the hat, and the beautiful Debbie will pull a name.
And if you're a Patreon subscriber, your name
is already in the hat.
Yeah, it's one of the perks, which is cool. So we get 2 people.
I have your names right here. It right there. So it's Linda and Harry Batten. Yeah,
and you don't even have to be here to win, which is cool.
Yes.
And so we're gonna start doing lots of these. All right. I'm excited to see how you guys do on the questions.
I will say this though, for Linda. Because if she's tuning in, she did chime in earlier. If she gets it right, I will put a second one in the hat.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh la la.
Because she's a Patreon. Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry, Linda.
Why is that?
What is that?
What do I get to?
What's going on?
I want to do it. Okay. Yeah. All right, so again, I'm using the switcher. Bear with me until I get this right. Okay, game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready. If you care.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go to question one.
Yeah.
All right.
Pressure.
I feel the pressure too. I'm going to read these for the crowd. It says the phone on the International Space Station has a Houston area code, which is... Oh, some of you people got to know this.
Oh, I do.
Oh, well...
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, well, it's not 940 because that's us. That's Denton.
So guys, remember the question that you'll win the art on is the last question. So
right,
the first
right. I mean,
three are
you
for
chime
fun.
in and
What's this one for?
for
for
us
fun.
to prove how awesome we are.
Yeah, and for fun
which-
for everybody. So
I like how it's just right
Well,
over
I
here.
think that's already been proven. Okay.
Here, I'm going to squeeze in. I don't know if I can do this right.
Am I
So-
supposed to say what it is? Or
You can, yeah. You know, that'd be awesome.
now, right now?
Sure.
I think it's 281.
281. That's what Jeff guessed.
Hey, Jeff.
And Natalie's super close, so.
yeah, Natalie, you didn't get that right, girl.
Yeah, Linda's got A. Kenneth. Okay. All right, so the answer. 281. You are correct.
I remember
Whoop, whoop.
Carl and Mark.
All right.
Charlotte.
Question 2.
Oh yeah, and they're all Houston-based questions, by the way.
All right.
Gonna test your knowledge of Houston.
Houston is home to an all-nude travel agency.
I know one.
True or false?
Pardon me. I-
What?
True or false?
How many hours is it to Houston? Did you say?
I'm going to say true because it's so hot and humid there.
All right.
Why not?
Well, it's a travel agency, so it's to travel.
Well, Uncle thinks it's true as well.
I do too, Uncle.
Okay.
Well.
Michael McCullough says it's false.
Oh, Mike, hey, buddy.
Yay! And a few other people. Okay, so the answer is
True.
true.
There is. It's a travel agency that helps you go to places where it's clothing
Yeah.
optional. So
That's
like
what I've
topless
That's insane.
beaches and different things. So crazy
That's
but
what I
true.
knew.
I like your little graphic on this answer. That's hilarious.
Oh my God, John.
All right. Question 3. Walmart has more employees than Houston has people. True or false? Gosh, I would say true because that place is everywhere. I don't know. It is what, like the 4th largest city or 5th?
I'll say
Third.
false.
I think it's the third now.
largest city.
I think
Did
it
you
is.
make
Either
that up,
they're really
John?
close to it. There.
Did you make up these questions, Sean?
I did.
I'm going to say false. No offense.
None taken, I guess.
Sounds
All right. Everybody seems to see. Well, except Ken. Everybody seems to think this is false. So I'm gonna do the people's choice. It's false. Let's see. Ah, it's true. It's true. That's nuts.
Walmart's huge. They may not pay that well, but they hire a lot of people.
That's the reason why they pay that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Isn't that crazy? That's just crazy. I gotta
Did
say,
Joe
that's
get
crazy.
it?
No, he got it wrong.
Ha, Joe.
Ha! Take that. You got it wrong too, didn't you?
But he always gets everything right.
Ha!
It's always
That's
better
funny.
when the brother doesn't
That's
reap
funny.
the benefit.
Exactly.
That's why Andy's going down in fantasy football this year.
You
Anyway,
know what? You're
okay.
all going down.
Whatever.
You won by accident last year.
Whatever.
That's all.
Anyway, we're on to question 4 for the crowd. This is the one that you guys chime in on if you think you know the right answer.
Is this for the
Just
art?
try. This is for the art. And let me clarify. What we do is whoever, if you get the answer right, I will put your name on a piece of paper and put it in the hat. Debbie will pull it, and whoever it is, you get the choice of any medium print that you want, and we'll mail it out to you guys. So you just email us.
Or
you know,
visit to the nude.
or we will pass on the information.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so question 4. Houston's International Airport complaints of baggage wait time ceased when they installed the most advanced baggage system in the world.
I've had so much trouble with that weight issue that.
Really? That's a weird question.
Wait time, not wait.
Wait. Oh, what now? Oh, I'm staying in the wait.
Houston's
Yeah.
International Airport
Okay.
complaints of baggage wait time ceased when they installed the most advanced baggage system in
You
the
mean
world.
having to wait for your luggage?
True.
Yeah, for your luggage to come out.
All right, true or false, people, right now.
Am I supposed to say it out loud?
You can guess.
True.
Sure. I'm okay.
Give me a true.
I'm gonna give you guys a little bit to write in, and I'm gonna. Okay, so.
I would hum the Jeopardy theme song, but it's probably copyrighted. Copyrighted, so I don't want to.
Play the pancake song on your ukulele.
Oh, the banana pancakes? Yeah. I know that's copyright. But maybe not the way I play it, huh? It's probably not copyright that
While
way.
we're waiting for this, John introduced me to the most awesome song on that flight.
Really?
They were serving banana pancakes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good song.
He said, "Hey, Mom, listen to this." And anyway, evidently he was playing in the hotel room on the ukulele, but I didn't know it.
You were off on your Facebooks, or no? You don't do Facebook. You're off on. I don't know what you do on your phone since you don't do Facebook, but you're on it a lot. What do you do on your phone if you're not Facebooking?
Okay, hey, John,
Yes.
I don't know the answer to this question, so I'm having an issue writing names down.
Oh,
So can you do a T or an F and let me know what it is with the wait time?
I forget what the question is.
Oh my gosh!
Can you read it
Oh
to
my
me?
gosh!
I can't-
Houston's International Airport.
forgot.
Well, no. I mean, I know the question, but I can't remember how I wrote it, so I don't remember which way I went with
Okay,
it.
everybody gets art.
Houston's International Airport complaints of baggage wait time ceased when they installed the most advanced baggage system in the world. What's the answer? Okay. Wait, what? Do it again. Okay, gosh, this is ridiculous.
Hold it. Maybe it's this way. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I got the gist. So hopefully, okay. So if you think you know it, chime in.
Yeah, you don't know the answer. All
right.
Would be a problem. That's funny.
I said, well, no, I don't even remember what I said. True, I think.
Okay, I am going to show you guys the answer, and I'm going to write down who got it right. False.
Oh, and I got a reason for that.
Thanks, John.
The wait time is slower. It seems like in Houston, what happened? They had tons of complaints on the wait time to get the baggage. So they hired a bunch more baggage carriers to help out, and that reduced the wait time. But they still got tons of complaints. People hated it. So instead, they did a Jedi mind trick. They made it where the baggage is it's further away from where the gates where the planes land, and whatever gate that you land at, you're going to have your baggage is going to be the furthest one away. So it's going to take you a lot longer to walk and get your bags. But when you get to the baggage area, your bags will come out really quick.
Well, for crying out loud.
So it seems like when you get there, like, oh, look, our bags are here. Oh, my goodness. They're so quick. And all the complaints stopped. So now people are
That's
really
funny.
happy with it.
That is funny.
And it's just design.
Alright.
They just changed the design.
They were just doing it to blow your mind.
To do what now?
I mean, they did that, just to make you think it was shorter, or...
Yeah. So that people hated standing there waiting for the bags. But if you're not standing there waiting, then it didn't seem like you're waiting for the bags.
Well, who gave up the gig? I mean, who put this out this is because now you've ruined it for them.
Sorry, Houston.
Really?
Sorry, Houston International Airport.
Houston, you have a problem.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a whole.
Did anybody get it right?
Yeah, I honestly, I just saw one person get it right. I mean, well, maybe two. No.
Oh wow.
I'll be honest, it was a little difficult because the time lapse from us doing this to the feed is different with the chat, and the last question was true or false.
You know what I think?
What?
You ought to put everybody's name in.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, that might take a while. Oh well.
All right. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to put names down, and we're going to put them in the hat. John,
Yes.
you talk about your painting. I'm going to go to it.
All right. So, guys, I darken the areas around the umbrella and the man, or the lady. It could be a lady. When I drew this, I was thinking a lady, and then as I was redrawing it, I was thinking a man. So I don't know which way I'm going to go. Maybe I'll just do like a who's that guy on the wall over there?
David Bowie?
David Bowie. Yeah, maybe I'll do a David Bowie sort of painting. Or it could be a guy, it could be a girl, whatever you want. You can fill it in your mind. The head's hidden. But I have the darkness here, and so whenever that I do the colors on the jacket and the pants, it'll just add a little bit of undercolor, a little bit. I'm going to add more along with the jacket in here, and there's going to be lots of color. Up here, I was thinking about making the umbrella red. I'm not sure, though. If I do make it red, I'm also going to have some oranges and pinks. And colors in it as well. Not that it's going to be like any like this bright pink sort of thing. Just you might not even notice it that it's there. It's just to lighten it up, but they're in a way to lighten it up without just using like white, because that could just be boring. So use some golden yellows, maybe some pinks to give more of a shimmer, more of a shine to the umbrella. A little bit of blue and purples too to darken it. So instead of just using lights like whites and blacks to lighten and dark something, to darken something, you can use other colors as well. So, and that's why I did this in blue, because it's not black. I just want it to be darker underneath the red a little bit to get the idea of the spines and whatnot. So a lot of this painting is very thick impasto paint right now, so it's very wet, which is keeping me from being able to work on a big chunk of it. This, I'm waiting for a little bit because I want this to be completely dry, because I don't want any of these dark lines to smear into it. I mean, I'm going to cover them up, but if I smear it, it's going to ruin the shading effect. And then down here, it doesn't matter on the legs. I don't know if you can tell or see. I can feel paint has gotten over the drawing. If you're working on a painting, don't worry about that. I don't, and I'm a perfectly happy person. So if I'm happy and can live with it, no. The reason I don't worry about that is because it's going to be covered up with paint. Ooh, it's hit the microphone. It's going to be covered up with paint, so that's not even going to be an issue. And so you can get a little more free with this. That's one nice thing about working in layers, is that if you have a mark that you don't like, it's easy to fix. You just do it in the next layer. You go in and you start going around. I know a lot of times when people paint, I think they feel like it needs to be one stroke. One stroke, you get it, it's done. But I think that you can get a much more interesting painting sometimes using a bunch of different layers of paint. Well, cool. I hear the paper slowing down over there.
Yeah,
you guys got all the names?
We finished. All right, so do you want to pull? Are you ready? She's tossing things out of the hat. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Willy-nilly over there.
Ready?
Such tight little folds. Sabrina.
Yep. Well, congratulations. So, Sabrina, you went a medium print, and if you want to go on the website and peruse everything that you see there on bramlett.com,
thanks.
Pick out something that you want and just email us at bramlett@gmail.com, or send us a message on Facebook, or whichever way you prefer. And if you forget my email, it's just my last name, so it's just Bramlett. Type in Bramlett on Google or Yahoo, or type in Blind Painter, and bound to pop up somewhere. But just let us know which painting you want, and we'll get it right out to you.
Cool. Awesome sauce.
Was that all right? Is that all correct information?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I didn't have to correct you. You're good.
All right, awesome. Well, brilliant. Well, I got a lot of wet spots on this painting, which makes it a little hard to paint.
Well, tell us about yourself then.
What color is that umbrella going to be? I'm curious.
Oh, well, when you guys were counting, I kind of went over that. When y'all were writing down names, it's gonna be like red and orange and pink, but mostly reds. A little blue and purple.
It's going to be a solid umbrella.
Well, it is. It's going to be a red umbrella, but if you notice colors, but if you've ever noticed colors, that's what it sounds like. But I mean, if you look at a color like something like an umbrella, especially when there's shadows, it's more than just one shade of red. Like there could be violet. There's violet. There's violet aftertones in that umbrella. It's clearly up to something.
Especially when it's wet.
Yeah, especially when it's wet. So a little orange and a little pink, and not like I was saying a little earlier, that not like pink where it looks like a pink umbrella, but just where you can make something lighter or darker without using white and black. You can use other colors.
Pink would be all right.
Yeah. So, but it would still be a red umbrella, even with the blue and the purple and the orange and the pink and all that in there, and the yellow. It's like a deep, nice golden cadmium yellow. One thing that I want to work on, so I'm just letting this dry a bit, and I'm not. What time is it, sweetheart? Do you know?
8:48. You got 12 minutes to entertain us.
Oh, well, it's getting down to it, isn't it? I'm gonna mix some red real quick, because I want to.
Well, what was your favorite part of going to Brazil?
Well, besides going with your mom.
Well, that goes without
Well,
saying.
one of the things that I really, really enjoyed was the samba school. And whenever you
Oh
think,
my gosh.
whenever you hear the word school, you think, oh, well, what I thought, they invited us to this thing, and I can't find my red paint. Let me see. One said, sorry. I thought it'd be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like, you don't learn how to box step and all
Maybe a
this.
couple of people show up.
Yeah, like you don't have a little dance class, and I knew that we were going there to meet the school, and also I figured it would be like the owner and the whatever, blah blah blah. But when we got there, what school means in Brazil, like for samba, is like in Carnival, and you have like all these giant schools, like 4,000 people each, compete like in Carnival in Rio and Sao Paulo and all that. That's what this is. Every school is like 4,000 people that get out there and they samba, and they're not learning. They're good at it. Like they know what they're doing. They just meet every
They're
week
competing.
to be able to practice and to be able to get in there. Yeah, and the night that we went, it was a bunch of different people that were competing to see if they would be selected to be part of that 4,000 that would get in there.
It was intense, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness, the sound! Like in my studio, I get it loud in here, but in there you could feel the pressure. It's like it was just so loud, and the place was huge. It was like 2 stories, and a lot of it had like stages that were up, and people would just pop up on stages. And I did a video, and I showed Jackie the video, and it's
Did you see the
even in
girl?
the video, it's like
Yeah.
super loud. Like it's just crazy
Oh my
amount of
God.
drums and all this stuff going on, and people are dancing and going crazy. Like and it was the warm up. Like people were just getting there. Like it wasn't even the thing. And but one of the cool things about it too is that children were there, babies were there. I mean, it's a family sort of thing. It's not
Everybody
like
danced.
yeah, it's not like this wild, drunken sort of thing at all. Like it's people are there to meet each other. It's for a community sort of thing, for friendship. And they did sell like beer and stuff. But they sell that everywhere in Brazil, and it's
Man, I really want you to do a painting of that woman dancer that on the video, and then
my
show like
God.
the video.
I can't find my red paint.
That would. I mean, she had a
Yeah.
energy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was just awesome.
And she had like 3-inch spike heels while she had
oh
all
my
this
gosh, that
energy.
would break an ankle.
She
One
was
of-
great. She was professional. She was great.
Oh yeah, one of the things that was really cool that I liked about it too was that it was so nice because I was there. I was working with Delta and I was doing this stuff with the blind school and or going to meet them and all that. But this samba school, which actually won the carnival, like they're the number 1 samba school there, and they invited us to be there just for us to have a good time. They just like the art, or they like me, or they didn't have anything else to do or something. I don't know, but they were awesome. But we were their guests, so we're there, and and all this stuff is going on. They're making rings of people and drums, and they have me in to like all this is going on around us, like people dancing the samba and these giant drums, and they're going, and I'm feeling like they brought their flag down for me to feel
They let us in a
all of the
procession.
embroidery of the flag. And they led us over like to meet.
While we danced it out.
They led us over to meet all of the people. Like these older. I don't know what like masters of like the samba and the heads of the school.
original members of the club, these women, they were all older
Well,
women. I mean,
Well, and all this has been going on for like hundreds of years. So it's crazy. So like the traditions and all this that's going on, and it was really something. I mean, like to meet these people that
it's
were
really joyful, really.
Yeah.
And the whole community just enters in, and it's just really something.
So it was really something like to meet those people and to be able to shake their hand, give them a hug, and it was an incredible experience. I mean, and the funny thing too is like the Samba Club. I mean, like it's not something like if you're a tourist there or something like. It's not like a club that you're going to just go to. It's not a thing that you're going to walk into. Like, unless you're invited, unless you know about it, unless you live there, and you're like, oh, that's, you will never go to that thing. So, for us to be invited to it and then treated the way that they treated us was...
Well, it was really, it was really neat.
It was so special. I mean, it was just inviting us into their community and touching. So, I can't wait to do some art
I
about
would
that.
venture to say we were the only Americans there.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah,
Really,
I would venture to say you're right.
I would venture that. But it was really, really moving. So that was your favorite part?
It probably was. I mean, like we were there, like we did interviews with some reporters. We did like that TV thing. We did a bunch of other things where, we're going. Oh, we went and saw Christ the Redeemer, the huge statue, and I love that.
Oh my gosh!
But the thing that I probably liked the most was being there in that community, and then we go to restaurants that our translator Claudia, which is just an incredible woman, and her partner Janice. They're both so amazing, but
and their bread, Janice's bread is great.
Do what, babe? Mom? I'm sorry. I thought it was Jackie for a second. Sorry.
I said her bread was great too.
Oh, bread. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get a lot of pictures of food.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But it was awesome because Claudia, our translator, of course, is from there, but the neighborhoods and all. So she was. Sao Paulo is one of the biggest cities on earth. I mean, it's 20 million people around that area, and it's huge. So, but we were able to go into the neighborhoods and stuff and eat at the restaurants where everybody, where the neighborhoods would eat, where people would eat for generations.
Places you would never even think about going in. It was like somebody's country kitchen, and it might look kind of rough, but wow.
Oh yeah, the food. Oh my goodness. It is not a place.
Yeah, all the food is what makes me a little jealous of the trip.
You see how beautiful.
You know what that means, sweetheart? We just got to go back.
Yeah, definitely. And apparently bay leaves are hard to find in Kroger.
No.
I'm telling you, I looked and they were fully stocked and they weren't in there. When John got home, John's the cook in the family, and when he got home, he immediately made that dish we were talking about earlier, and it called for, of course, a million different ingredients that I have to wander the store for forever. And one of them was bay leaves, and
you can get it on the with the spices in that, or you can get it fresh.
I didn't think about the spice. I looked at the fresh area, but I didn't.
I told you. I asked you if you checked the spice racks.
Yeah, the cans.
And you said yeah.
I was thinking more like you go over to the produce section and there's fresh basil or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's why I told you got to go to the spice.
That's why somebody else should go to the store.
Well,
you said you did. I said, did you check the spice rack? You're like, yeah. That's where it is.
Yeah, she was thinking about fresh herbs.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't really like bay leaves that much anyway, so.
I don't either, John. I started to say, as far as I'm concerned, she did a good job.
I tell you, yeah.
But I bet
it's not a frozen pizza.
I was just trying to be authentic. It didn't hurt my feelings.
Or fish sticks. That's good.
Hey. I will say I only served fish sticks once the week you were gone. I did. I promise.
Did you mean that you made like giant bag and then just made them once?
Well,
or you
one was a lunch.
Oh, so here we go. Really?
Yeah. Hey, we like fish sticks. It's a thing. Me and Jack.
Well,
but anyway, really
you
quick.
guys are adorable.
This is 4 minutes till 9, and that's usually when we end this,
this
charade. But I wanted to give a couple of shout outs to, just people that I've seen join in. Mary Pixley joined us. Stephanie Wigginton, if you remember her, her and her husband came in and did the sitting. That was awesome.
Oh yes.
We got a ton of people.
Hey guys.
My mom joined in.
Oh hey.
Michael McCullough has been chiming in. Brian is tuned in.
Hey Brian.
Hey Brian.
He's hilarious. He says, "Why would you need more than one measuring spoon?" ? It's a yeah. Yeah, apparently it was a thing. I'm not the chef. I don't have anything to do with the kitchen at the house.
I will be honest. I have one measuring cup that I use, and the handle's broken off. But I use that for everything. A quarter cup, eighth of a cup, half cup, whatever.
Well, and I never I never do anything in the kitchen. So I think one time Brian was over, we were making something or I don't know, whatever, and he was like, "Well, you got some measuring spoons?" I was like, "No, I don't think so." Measuring spoons. That's we have spoons. We have regular spoons. Anyway, it was a thing. So, okay, really quick. Also, the final bid was $1,800 with Mike. Thank you. I will say, I want to clarify. John's not done with the painting. So, what we were gonna do is he's gonna finish it over the weekend, and every day we're gonna post update photos of it with the latest bid, the highest bid. And monitor everything and just see if anything comes through with if anybody outbids anybody else. Right now it's at $1,800, and you you did offer to do the other painting for 1800 for and all of it goes to Houston relief efforts.
Yeah.
So and to whoever is the highest bidder, we obviously in the exchange we can discuss what if you wanted to go to the Red Cross or if you wanted to go to an animal fund or whatever.
That's a really good point, sweetheart.
I mean, it would be up to you. So
we never said like where it was going to go.
Yeah.
And because but it's going to go to benefit Houston, but we never said which organization or what.
Yeah. So if the
one big reason for that is because there's a lot of talk about which organization does the most good or which one the most money goes to, and all that. So we want to make sure that we donate the money to the one that you feel comfortable with, that you feel that that you want it to go to. So
yeah.
I bet the SPCA is really hurting too, come to think of it.
Yeah, we have some friends that run an animal sanctuary up in Roanoke, and we're Facebook friends, and she's talked about like they're getting pets all the way up there.
Wow.
And it's
in Virginia.
Wow. Anisi's Angels, that's the name of them, right?
Oh my goodness!
I know it's been a while.
Oh wow, really? With all the goats and the
they're getting and it's all the way up there.
I did a painting workshop in a barn.
Yeah,
up there in Virginia, to help raise awareness for. Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
Yeah, so it's crazy, but yeah. So right now it's at 1800. Keep watching over social media. Check out our Patreon page. John's going to finish this over the weekend, and then the final bid we will accept will be Monday at midnight. So, that's everything, right, John?
From the bottom of my heart, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this. We haven't done a live show in a while, and we're going to start doing them a lot more often. And we're putting out videos every week now. But I want to thank you so much for watching this, and God bless everybody in Houston. And I want to thank you so much for your hearts and your kindness for wanting to help out. There's so many people that need it right now.
Yeah, Valerie asked if we were going to do another live show, and we are going to do another live show this month. So, yeah, we're doing now that the schedule's a little less crazy. We'll definitely be in the studio more. And
one of the things we're doing on Patreon too is that we're actually going to do some live shows just for Patreon members, and we're going to start doing them for like live step-by-step painting, and we're going to do just chats and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to be online a lot more often. And Valerie, thank you so much for tuning back in. You're awesome.
Everybody that has watched us for so long, so we appreciate that. And again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Woo! Check out Patreon.
Woo!
Friend John.
I love friends. For like 3 years I couldn't make friends on Facebook, and I realized that I had it turned off or something. It wouldn't allow me any more friends.
You had to be a friend of a friend or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was like something like you had to be kidding, because I had a wrong checkbox ticked or whatever. So please friend me. Now I'm more friendly than ever.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to work on this, and like Jackie said, I'm going to be we're going to be posting tons of photos about this weekend.
Yes. Thank you again. Thank you, Mike and Rob. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to everybody soon.
Bye. Bye, Ken, Joe,
the family,
Ashley, the fam,
my mom, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, John Boy.
Bye, John Boy.
Good night, guys.